is your greatest strength when it comes to driving business and generating this great volume that you do on it every year after year?
I think one word is consistency, and sticking to what works, and not going off. That being said, I do spend a lot of money advertising through radio and newspaper ads, and plus did TV a couple of years back as well. And people actually said, it was about 7 years ago, and they said, hey, I saw you on TV last week. And this is like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
But I try to work with subliminal advertising more so than advertise myself more so than.
But talk about the consistency, because everybody can't afford the advertising, but everybody can afford the consistency. So tell me a bit about when you say I'm very consistent. Give us a couple of examples of that.
Well, Kathleen is always telling me that I fly off the seat of my pants. Okay, I have no systems in place. We talked about this the other day with regards to our desk being covered. If you can't see the top of our desk, you're busy. But you know where everything is. So
yeah.
Consistency, follow up. And you touched on that earlier today, and I said, and that's so important. And based on that, you can follow up to the time you close us. Because a lot of people, realtors say, well, my job's done when we sold the house. And go, no, it's not done.
So what would be, so you're really on a huge issue here. Because we all know this. I mean, we all know that the best salespeople are consistent. I will guarantee you, you spend a week with each of these guys, every one of them, you come out of there, you'd be thinking, one thing for sure, they're consistent. So what's an example for you in lead follow-up? What's the way that you make sure that your lead follow-up doesn't fall between the cracks?
I have nothing in place other than making phone calls or stopping in.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But how do you know to make that phone call that day or stop in that week?
I don't know when to do it.
Yeah.
Or it's the timing. Probably the best is at the end of the day after they got back to work.
Right.
You know they're going to be there. So you're not leaving a message on the voicemail.
So how often would it happen then that you'd phone somebody and you realize you were 2 weeks late?
Not very often.
Exactly. That's what I'm looking for.
Not very often.
So how do you prevent that?
I have a day timer. I don't, even though I carry BlackBerry, but I actually have a day timer.
Right?
Okay, which I picked up on Vernon on PC. And everything I do day to day is right there.
So if you had to call the Johnsons on Friday, how would you know to call the Johnsons on Friday?
Because I look at my day timer
Right in
the
there.
morning of. Yeah.
We should have some technology thing to do that. No,
Well,
that's
we
the
do.
best way to do it. So, see, here's the thing. Some people would say, I put it in my BlackBerry. Some people put it in their smartphone, whatever. Do whatever works for you, right? As long as it works.
Yeah.
So, Darlene, we talked about